Hi, I'm Jerry Dirmann. Welcome to the New Testament Daily, where we read and talk through a chapter of the New Testament every day. In about 20 minutes a day, we'll walk through the entire New Testament in less than a year. And if you're hungry for more, go to solidlives.media. Okay, now let's read today's chapter together.
Okay, here we go. Chapter 10. And let me just say that there's a progression, chronological progression, I believe, in the book of Revelation. There are 7 seals, there are 7 trumpets, there are 7 bowls. And the 7th seal opens up the 7 trumpets, and the 7th trumpet opens up the 7 bowls. And the trials and the judgments become increasingly worse as you move through the seals, the trumpets, and the bowls. Well, we're in the trumpets, the latter part of the trumpets. And so let's look here in chapter 10, and here's what it says. I saw, John writing, of course, I saw still another mighty angel coming down from heaven, clothed with a cloud, and a rainbow was on his head. His face was like the sun, and his feet like pillars of fire. He had a little book open in his hand, and he set his right foot on the sea and his left foot on the land, and cried with a loud voice, as when a lion roars. So this is a booming cry. When he cried out, listen to this, 7 thunders uttered their voices. 7 thunders uttered their voices, not just thunder, but they uttered their voices. Now, when the 7 thunders uttered their voices, I was about to write, John says, but I heard a voice from heaven saying to me, seal up the things which the 7 thunders uttered, and do not write them. Very interesting. John saw and heard more than he was allowed to write to us. And of course, God has good reason for that. There are certain things that John would have seen and understood, but he didn't write because maybe those that he could communicate to more in person in his lifetime may not have been adversely altered by John sharing those. But to write it in this book, this revelation, maybe for our generation or the last generation, it could have been very counterproductive, and maybe to all generations in between. So seal up the things which the 7 thunders uttered. And then look now at verse 5. The angel whom I saw standing on the sea and on the land raised up his hand to heaven and swore by him who lives forever and ever, who created heaven and the things that are in it, the earth and the things that are in it, the sea and the things that are in it, and that there should be delay no longer. So notice this angel with this booming voice, he raises his right hand and he swears to God. He swears by him who lives forever and ever, who created all things. This is covenant talk. This is covenant. Even in the book of Revelation, notice the raising of the right hand. We do that, and people would put their hand left on the Bible, and they raise their right hand, and we would ask, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? I do. See, they're swearing. This is all covenant. Covenant. If you have never studied covenant, then get the series that I did on the blood covenant, or the book that I wrote called God Swears, and boy, it'll just blow you away, the power of covenant, and particularly blood covenant. But notice this angel is now swearing by him who is creator God, and at the end of verse 6 it says, he created all these things, that there should be delay no longer. Well, what does that mean? Well, it says that there should be delay no longer, verse 7, but rather in the days of the sounding of the 7th angel, when he is about to sound, the mystery of God would be finished, as he declared to his servants, the prophets. Whoa, this is interesting now. This angel that comes down, that has this booming voice and 7 thunders, it's interesting, 7 seals, 7 trumpets, and now here before the 7th trumpet, you've got these 7 thunders. We don't know what they said, but another 7 being the number of completion. And now this angel raises his hand and swears by him who created heaven and earth that there should be delay no longer, but in the days of the sounding of the seventh angel. In the days of the sounding of the seventh angel. So not in the seals, not in the six trumpets, but in the days of the sounding of the seventh angel, or the seventh trumpet, when he is about to sound, the mystery of God would be finished, as he declared to his servants, the prophets. So this is saying that the prophets of old have prophesied of something that's going to happen, things that are going to be finished, mysteries of God that are going to be complete. And this angel raises his hand and swears that by him, by God who is creator, that there would be no more delay of those prophecies being fulfilled, no more delay of these mysteries being finished, but that they'll happen. And interesting, he says, in the days of the sounding of the seventh angel. So there's something special about this seventh angel. Unfortunately, we're not going to find out until the next chapter when this seventh angel sounds off. But we'll get to it. So he says these mysteries that have been prophesied by the prophets of old are going to be finished in the days of the sounding of the seventh trumpet. Okay, verse 8. Then the voice which I heard from heaven spoke to me again and said, go take the little book which is open in the hand of the angel who stands on the sea and on the earth. So I went to the angel and said to him, give me the little book. And he said to me, take and eat it, and it will make your stomach bitter, but it will be as sweet as honey in your mouth. Then I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it, and it was as sweet as honey in my mouth. But when I had eaten it, my stomach became bitter. And he said to me, you must prophesy again about many peoples, nations, tongues, and kings. So he's telling John, you must prophesy about many peoples, nations, tongues, and kings. And so very interesting symbolisms, metaphor here. And so there's a lot of speculation about what these things mean. But just for today, I'm going to leave it at that. And when we get to chapter 11, this mystery that it was talking about, this completion of what the prophets foretold, is going to be found in Revelation chapter 11. Don't miss it.
Thank you for joining me today for the New Testament Daily. If you continue this daily habit, God's Word will change your life. If you share this resource with others, God's Word can change their lives too. And if you're hungry for more, we have hundreds of free teachings, worship songs, and training tools at solidlives.media. And at bejesusdisciple.com, you can become a disciple of Jesus, learn to make disciples, and start home churches. So go to solidlives.media or bejesusdisciple.com. God bless you today, and I look forward to reading with you again tomorrow.